We love to introduce you to local people making a difference here in our community, and I'm with Noel Heikkinen, and we are talking a little bit about your experience in the area. You know, you grew up in the area, and then you are a Spartan, and now you're a pastor at a church. Talk to me a little bit about what you love about staying here in Michigan.
Well, you know, when I was a kid, everybody was pessimistic about Lansing. It was like, let's get out of here as fast as humanly possible, right?
That's every high schooler.
Well, it is every high schooler everywhere,
yeah.
But Lansing had this decidedly pessimistic tone for so many years, and then I went to Michigan State. I thought I was going to get out of here, and then I started attending a church at Michigan State, and then started pastoring that church and never left. And I've watched as our community has gone from being largely pessimistic to largely optimistic. And so the people who are here, it just feels like they no longer feel like they're stuck here. They're like, no, I want to be here. I want to love Lansing. I love this area. And so it's kind of cool to have lived through that transformation.
Yeah, that's great to see that shift. Why do you think that shift? I mean, that's great that people are loving Lansing like a local.
I don't know. You know, it happened right around, in my opinion, right around the recession. And right after the recession, I think that people who just could leave did leave. And then the people who stuck around wanted to be here, and then just began to make some parts of town cool again. You know, Old Town, Rio Town, just even all the vibrancy at Michigan State just started to change the tone and tenor of the whole city. And so it's been wild to watch.
Breathing life back into it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, so you personally were one of those that stuck around and are making a positive change and getting involved in your community. If other people are wanting to stay here or move to this area, what do you want to tell them?
Well, you know, Lansing is a small city, but it has a lot of the cool stuff you want out of a city. I like the river trail, walking trails all over the place. You know, there is enough to do. My wife is from Chicago, so she's always like, this is a really small city. But for anybody who's not from a place like Chicago, there's so much to do here. And so just even having an opportunity to be a pastor here for so long, they're getting to know people of a very diverse background. Ingham County is right now the second most diverse county in the state of Michigan, according to the last census. And so we're growing in diversity. We're growing in just opportunities with things like even just biotech and great beer. We have great beer, which is a good thing.
That's right. And speaking of the area and, you know, your church, you just had a child of yours get married.
Yes.
I was trying not to give away too much because I want you to tell the story. Tell us about it.
No, my daughter got married recently, and she got married at the church, and she was telling me, you know, every significant life event that she's had has been in the church and in the community. She went to Michigan State. Unfortunately, she did marry a Wolverine fan because we did not vet that appropriately. But
come on, that's your job.
I know, I failed as a father.
No, that's awesome. All right, so before I let you go, I've loved getting to know you a little bit. What word or phrase comes to mind, or you know, a couple of words when you think of the word home?
For me, it would be dining room table. For our family, we have prioritized our family dinner, and we still prioritize our family dinner. And so our kids that live at home and our kids that don't live at home and their friends, we always have a full dinner table, and sometimes those meals can last a very, 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 very long time as we sit there and talk about life. So,
but those are some of your favorite memories growing up of sitting around the dinner table with your parents, and then of course with your own kids.
Yes.
And do we want to publicly say it's okay that we married a Wolverine to your daughter?
Well, I don't think it's okay, but we'll learn to live with it.
We'll allow it.
We'll allow it.
Okay. All right, Noel, so nice to get to know you a little bit. All right, stick around. More of Studio 10 after the break.